Alright, so today, we're gonna be checking out a new game called Undawn. This is a brand new zombie apocalypse survival game, and it also has multiplayer. So I'm gonna be showing you how I'm playing this game, and I'm also going to show you how to play this game on controller. But before we start, I do want to mention that this video is sponsored by Bluestacks. So if you want to try this game out, and you want to support the channel, definitely make sure to check out the link in the description below. Alright, so as you can see, you can actually play with other people in this game. But I guess they're gone now, because it's nighttime, so I guess I'm gonna enter my house as well. So now that I'm in this area, I might as well show you what this area is. So basically this is your base and you can actually build it however you want. So you have this whole area to work with, and then you can collect resources to actually get more materials. So you can make the walls, the stairs, and all that fun stuff. So as I said earlier, this is a zombie survival game where you can collect materials, upgrade your gear, collect different weapons, all that stuff, and then you can also play with a lot of other people. So think of it as like the mobile version of State of Decay mixed in with a little bit of Project Zomboid. So I really think that it's really fun, but for me personally, what makes it even more fun is actually playing it using a controller. So a few years ago, I was actually a big fan of State of Decay, so playing survival games like this using a controller gives me nostalgia. So if you want to try that out as well, I will show you how to set up your controls on Bluestacks if you want to use a controller when you play this game. So basically, you just have to click this keyboard icon and then simply click on Controls Editor. And now that you are in this menu, you can freely customize your controls however you want. But for my case, I will show you how I set up my controls. So basically, you just have to click on any area that you want, and then you can click and drag a button that you can set to any controls that you want. So for me, I already have a ton of buttons set up. So I have left trigger for my aim, and then right trigger for firing the weapon, A for jump, my B button is set for roll, and then X is for crouch, and then Y is for reload. And I actually forgot to set this up, so grenade can be down button. There we go. So it's very simple when it comes to things like that. But the two most important things that you have to set up is your movement and your camera control. So for your movement, you simply have to drag your D-pad and then drag it to the left side of the screen. And then you just have to click on the small icon on the bottom left, this one. And then you have to select the option where it says left stick. And then that will basically let you move your character using your left analog stick. So as you can see, I can freely move my character however I want using the left stick. But now for the camera controls, so that you can actually aim and point towards where you want your character to go. So as you can see, it works completely fine. Boom, boom, boom. So that works perfectly fine. And how you set this up is you go back to the same menu, Controls Editor, and then instead of using D-pad, you're gonna be using the free look control. So you simply drag it on the right side of the screen, somewhere in this area, and then you will just set up the directional inputs. So of course, if you want your character to look up, you set up the upwards input, and then down is the downwards input. Going left is of course the left input, and then right is the right input. Right input. There we go. Pretty simple stuff. So make sure that the input is a single input like this, so right stick right, instead of two combined inputs like this, so that it's more consistent when you're using your controller. And then once you set that up, you might feel like your controls is a bit slow. So what you can do is you go back to the same option, so Controls Editor, and then click the settings icon at the bottom left, and click on more settings, and then you can actually see this menu, and then what you have to adjust is the swipe speed. So at default, the value is at 20, but I found that 60 is the sweet spot. But you can adjust this value up or down depending on your preference. So right now, set it to 60 and then just click the X button. Go back to the game and it's working completely fine. Of course, you can set up more buttons on the screen, just like when you want to use your vehicle at the bottom left. You see the steering icon. So let's say that if you want to summon your vehicle, you can use your right button to use that feature. But one thing to keep in mind is that using a controller is only really useful when you're exploring the area and whenever you're in combat. Because let's say that you want to navigate the menus, you will most likely have to use your mouse and keyboard or your touchscreen when you're using a mobile device. But I just figured that I'd make a quick tutorial showing you how to set up the controls if you ever want to play this game on controller. Because as of right now, this game doesn't actually have controller support. Alright, so one more thing is that if you're running this game on a pretty low-end computer, or maybe your computer is pretty old, or maybe your device has pretty low memory, then I would really recommend playing this game using Bluestacks, because Bluestacks has a lot of features that can really help you run this game a lot smoother without stressing your device too much. So they have this eco mode, which basically reduces the resource consumption of your device when playing this game. So that's really useful, especially for devices that struggle in running this game. So yeah, I think that this game is very fun and I'm definitely gonna try this once I have more time to play. And again, definitely make sure to check out my link in the description below if you want to try this out on PC. With that being said, if you found this video useful, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.